We are gathered here today to discuss a Jake Paul fight announcement. That's right, Jake Paul has announced his next fight on March 2nd against Ryan Bourland. I think that's how you say it. I really don't have any idea. Because, once again, Jake Paul is fighting an unknown opponent. I'm going to keep my thoughts short on this one because this is a very similar fight to his last one against Andre August. An unknown fighter with a solid record who has barely fought in the past few years. I believe Ryan Bourland has 2 fights in the past 6 years. I think that inactivity is going to be a huge factor in this fight. And I also think we all know what's going to happen during this fight. Am I super excited for this fight? No, not really. But is this unexpected? Also not really. Jake Paul is not the main event for this fight. He said he's been in negotiations with some big names lately, but obviously he's not going to fight the biggest name he can right now as a co-main event. So while I might not be the most excited to see this one go down, I'm not really disappointed in seeing this. And a big reason for that is because of how active Jake Paul plans on being. Even if you look at the rest of the influencer boxing space, which Jake Paul has kind of separated himself from, he is the most active fighter. He plans on fighting at least 3 times this year. So if we are going to see that kind of activity from Jake Paul, these are some of the fights we're going to have to get because he's not going to be able to bring up the level each fight. He is not going to be able to fight a big name each fight, but he wants to stay active. He wants to stay in camp. He also wants to be a traditional boxer. He's trying to live that lifestyle. That's why he fought Andre August. That's why he's taking this fight. He's trying to get better during camp, gain experience, and he wants to be a world champion. And do I think that's going to happen? No. But if that's the route he truly wants to pursue, I kind of understand where he's coming from. Now, I don't think every fight is going to be another Andre August or Ryan Bourland. I do think there are a lot of big matchups for Jake Paul, and I believe we're going to see those matchups even this year, but it's not going to be every time, and I'm okay with that. However, I do think he does try to oversell his opponent, which he's gonna do, and I understand that. He's gonna try to hype him up to be something he's not. I've seen some footage from the guy. He's not absolutely terrible, but Jake Paul is going to beat him relatively easily, in my opinion. He's getting up there in age. He's 35, which isn't the oldest, but when you consider his inactivity, that is going to be a big factor. I think he looks slow, and he's only going to be slower. I think Jake Paul is going to be too powerful, too quick, and I think we're going to see another early stoppage for Jake Paul. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see another first or second round knockout. So is this the biggest fight of Jake Paul's career? It's not. Is it the most exciting? It's not. But is it understandable? In my opinion, yes. I'll be tuning in. I'm interested to see what Jake Paul does in 2024 because I do think we're going to see some big fights. But right now, I get he's just trying to build up his experience and get some more time in his camps and get better, which is fine at the end of the day. I'm just going to keep hoping we get Jake Paul versus KSI at the end of 2024. So that's really about all I have to say today about this fight announcement. What do you guys think? Is this a good opponent for Jake Paul? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know. Subscribe for more boxing content and updates, more combat sports updates. The support is much appreciated. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.